So people now ask me about countertops. People will ask me about all the different products they can actually put on their work surface. So over here, I'm gonna say it's pretty gonna be all the things that you can actually put on a countertop in bathrooms and or kitchens, right? The first will end up being something that we only use in bathrooms, and this is a product called cultured marble. And this is a cast material, relatively inexpensive. I have it in my bathroom. I think it suits its purpose. You just need to know that you cannot scrub this, because then you'll take the finish off and then you'll probably have to end up replacing it. So a good quality product that you can actually put in the bathroom. But we're not really going to tout this as a lifetime product. In bathrooms, desktops, right, you could actually use wood tops. And wood tops are actually kind of a nice accent piece. I probably wouldn't cut on this because then you'll end up, scratching it. There is a problem of actually, because wood is porous, you're going to actually have to go ahead and seal this. They use a product called mystery oil. You end up putting that in here, and then what happens is as it absorbs, it actually keeps moisture out. So that's wood tops. Relatively inexpensive. Not very many people put it in the kitchen anymore. The third kind of countertop is a laminate countertop. And this, again, a not very inexpensive product. Looks a lot like stone, so they're making things now that look a lot like stone, but you just need to know that, again, we're not going to tout this as a lifetime product. Probably wouldn't use this around anywhere that we're going to get a lot of moisture, because it's particle board right on the bottom of this. And again, once moisture gets into this, then we're going to get some swelling, and then we're going to have to replace the countertop. Now we come to the things that the little higher end products. First up is acrylics. And acrylics are a man-made product. Probably the one that people are most familiar with is a product called Corian from DuPont. And it actually has been around for a long time. A number of different manufacturers now use it. It's a half-inch material that they actually will go ahead and glue up. You can see the bottom of this actually has a frame on the bottom of it. So I tell people, when you buy this countertop, a couple of things you need to know. The first is that it scratches very easily. You can see this countertop is pretty scratched up. It is a renewable surface, so you could actually take the scratches out by going ahead and getting a white polishing compound, and all of this will come off. But now it's a regular maintenance piece. So can't put anything hot on this, because you more or less is a piece of plastic, so you're going to end up burning it, right? And because it's only a half-inch thick, and we're only reinforcing it on the edges, you really can't stand on this either. So I tell people, don't sit on your countertop, because you can end up damaging it. Where we use this now a lot, and still use it a lot, is in bathrooms, because again, bathrooms, we're not asking too much out of the product itself. We can actually cove this splash, so we can actually make it so that way there isn't a seam in it. But you just need to know that it's not one piece. It's one piece, two pieces, and a third triangular piece that they end up going ahead and sanding to make it look like it's one piece. Next up is quartz. And quartz is a man-made product, just like acrylics. Doesn't have to be sealed. Much harder, right? So this is made up of 90% quartz. There are only 3 or 4 things that can scratch it. Rubies, topaz, diamonds, and other quartz. So this is going to be a really hard surface. It looks a lot like natural stone, so people are moving toward that. Our number one surface right now that we're putting on in kitchens. Next up is marble. And marble we use in bathrooms, again, because we're not asking for it to do very much. We don't put marble in kitchens. And the reason for that is because there are too many things that can affect the finish of this. So if you don't clean up well, I'm going to end up saying, you're going to have problems with this countertop. Last up is natural stone, so granite. And granite is still, one of the more sought after things I think that people want. There's a quiet elegance to granite. If you look at this, just at these guys here, I'm going to say this. All of these guys here, these 3 guys here, want to grow up to be this guy here. Natural stone is going to be a one-of-a-kind, right? So whatever you put in your house, no one else is going to have it. I have had people, who have, trying to figure out, should I do natural stone, should I do quartz, and they go back and forth. I've had people that put quartz in, come back to me and say, I should have put in natural stone, but I've never had it the other way, ever. So something for you to consider when taking a look at different materials for your countertops.